The article is Artificial Blood, a futuristic dimension for modern day transfusion science. This article was published in Cardiovascular and Hematological Events of Medicinal Chemistry, the Bentham Open Access on May 2019. It has an impact factor of 4.7. So the primary aim of this article is to explore the growing importance and advancement in the field of artificial blood as a substitute to traditional blood transfusion. The increasing demand of blood due to rising surgeries and trauma cases fails to meet the requirement of donor blood. With its limitations like limited amount, shots, shelf life, infection and rejection risks, etc. The article discussed two types of blood, artificial blood, that are hemoglobin-based oxygen carriers (HbOCs) and perfluorocarbons (PFCs), along with their advantages and technical innovations driving their development. So, historical development. The article mentions about the historical development of knowledge of oxygen transport mechanism and blood types over recent years. Many problems were faced in the artificial blood transfusion experiments done in animals, namely renal failure, an increase in immune response of the body. Risks of transfusion leads to further studies and synthesis of products like HbOCs and PFCs that highlight the molecular modification and enhanced performance of these substitutes. The clinical indications of artificial blood for blood-related medical conditions were also mentioned. So we'll see about the types. HbOCs, they are derived from purified hemoglobin and designed to mimic the oxygen transport function of the RBCs. The development involves molecular modification to enhance the stability with variations like cross-linked polymerization and encapsulated hemoglobin to improve the safety and effectiveness. The limitations of HbOCs are that while they can provide oxygen support, they have a shorter duration circulation time than RBC and can produce free radicals. Additionally, the use of animal-sourced hemoglobin introduces potential health risks, prompting interest and recombinant hemoglobin production. Perfluorocarbons, these are synthetic molecules that can be dissolved in oxygen and carbon dioxide without binding to them. They are much more smaller than RBC and require emulsification to be used in bloodstreams. PFCs can transport oxygen effectively, but they have a short half-life and they are exhaled through our lungs. They offer some advantages over hemoglobin-based carriers, but have limitations such as causing flu-like symptoms and immune reaction. PFCs had issues like platelet count reduction. They additionally require a month for complete elimination from the body and can accumulate in organs. Benefits of artificial blood. So artificial blood can effectively transport oxygen to tissues, helping in surgeries, traumas, cancer treatment and organ preservation. Unlike natural blood, which has a short shelf life and requires refrigeration, artificial blood substitutes have a longer shelf life up to 3 years and can be stored at room temperatures. These substitutes do not require blood group matching and reduce the risk of transmitting blood-borne infections. Despite these advantages, artificial blood lacks critical features such as immunologic and clotting functions. Issues like toxicity, short circulation time, and high production cost remains unresolved. Various other emerging technologies such as encapsulated oxygen carriers and oxygen microbubbles are also being studied for artificial blood. There has been no clinical trials yet in any of these studies. So, while artificial blood represents a promising alternative to traditional blood transfusion, several challenges must be addressed before it can replace the natural blood on a larger scale. Advances in molecular stabilization, genetic engineering, and recombinant technologies have opened new avenues for developing safer and more efficient blood substitutes. However, these need further research and clinical trials to ensure its safety, compatibility, and improved functionality to make these substitutes commercially viable. Thank you.